Something I forgot to mention in my last video is that there's another part of this backpack that I totally just forgot about that's kind of important, and it's the whole reason that I even bought this backpack. Because in the front main compartment, it fits my school computer and all of my textbooks. But there is one more compartment that fits my 16-inch MacBook Pro, and that was the whole reason I got this backpack. Like, how did I forget about that?
Jeez, I'm tired, man.
Jeez.
A lot of people commented that they were excited to see what color I chose, and I said, y'all don't get too excited because I just went with gray. Like, you probably can't even tell the difference, really. It's definitely more neutral gray and less like beige seasicky type green, which I'm pretty happy about. This is the current state of my room. This is where my mom and I left it when we were working the other day, because we painted on a Saturday, we came back on a Sunday, and we were just kind of organizing some stuff. I'll include a little time lapse here. On this day, I ended up purging a lot of items, mostly things I haven't touched in a few years. One tip I have for all of you cluttery people who don't enjoy your clutteriness is to give yourself a certain perimeter of space to which something belongs. And when you can't fit anything else in there, tell yourself that it has to go. For example, at home, Ashton and I have a bookshelf, and the only books that we have are the ones that fit on that shelf. So if it gets full and I want to add a new book, I have to decide if it's worth throwing out a book that I already have. This thinking has helped my classroom to stay pretty clutter-free. This is also the first time that I have straightened my hair since I've got bangs.
She bangs, she bangs. Oh baby, when she moves, she moves.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I think today I'm gonna drink my coffee. I'm gonna eat my blueberry banana muffin. Then I am going to try to make up there look nice and neat. I got all these boxes here and put them up along these cabinets, which means that I will need a step stool. Oh, I have one somewhere. I don't know where it went. Oh, that's awkward. I hope no one took my step stool. Let's do this. New stuff that's gonna really make my life a lot easier. I got this BISSELL vacuum. It had like 18,000 reviews or something on Amazon, and I tried it at home. I'll insert a clip here. Works really well, so I don't know where I'm gonna put it, maybe back by my desk. However, I'll be glad, and my teammate will be glad, that I don't keep asking for her vacuum. It's so nice. I don't know that I would have gotten lime green if I was paying attention. Also, I got this really expensive jug of EXPO cleaner for the whiteboard for pretty cheap, and I got a continuous spray bottle. You run out of this stuff so fast, and the little bottles that you normally buy in, like, they're really expensive. I think they're like 11 bucks. I have a couple of these, but this is a ripoff. They dry out really fast if you accidentally leave it open. They don't really clean a lot. I would rather just have the bottle and this. I think that will last me the longest. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. Yeah, I should have done it over the sink. I should have done it over the sink. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. For some student rewards, I like to give away water bottle stickers. They seem a little pricey whenever you look them up online, but they actually last forever because there's so many that come in a bunch. Kids love them. I let them put them on their water bottle as long as their parents are cool with it, and or they can put them on their folders. I don't care. Cover them up, style Ride with me. We're all about expression in here. I did have them in like a scrapbooking bin. That was a little crazy because I would just dump them all in the bin, and then when it was time for students to come look for one, it was always at like this weird time. Like we would be changing classrooms, or it would be the end of the day during dismissal, and the kids were trying to rummage around and finding the perfect sticker in a mix of like 300 stickers, and it just took forever. So I wanted to make it a little bit easier for them to find something and a little bit more organized for me, so I know what I have. I've had this little storage bin in my closet. A friend actually got it for me a while back. It's one of the Sterilite stack and carry bins. I just use the top here because I have some themed stickers. So for example, dinosaurs, Harry Potter, some book ones, which some of these book ones are so stinking cute, Pokemon, and I've also got Plants vs. Zombies characters. Is this a chicken nugget?
Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget.
Or is he a seed? I don't know, but he's really cute. Now, all of those stickers are organized. Kids can just say, oh, I love Pokemon, and then just grab the ones out of the Pokemon and flip through them. I think this will work for now. Let's set up this book display. If you guys have never heard of Izzy B, you should totally check him out. He's got the cutest books. This one's called A Tidy Whitey Wind. He taught elementary setting, and then he went full-time as an author illustrator for kids. And this book is so funny. When he came to speak at our school, he brought all the props. One of my students had a fishing pole with underwear on it, and his job was to just like swing them because the wind is blowing the tidy whities around. And he had like props for all the farm animals, and this is him. That's Izzy B. He's a pretty cool guy. The illustrations are like so cute and hilarious. You should totally read this. The kids love this book. If you've never heard of Student Treasures, you should definitely check them out. The point is that you write a book with your class. They each get a page that they can illustrate and then write. They have all these different ideas of what you could write your book about on their website, and they have various examples of what's been done previously. I let my students completely come up with an idea on their own. So we came up with animals we wish could fly. I designed the cover. You can have your students design it, but honestly, I just wanted to do it. They had all been working on the pages, and I was like, I want to draw an animal with wings. In the back, like an extra page I made where I copied in photos of us from throughout the school year, and they all signed their names in the back. Look at that octopus, isn't it so cute? So yeah, Student Treasures is awesome. They make all of their money off of the parents buying copies of the books. So there's paperback copies available, there's hardback, and then there's like the deluxe hardback. They get a discount whenever you're doing all of the orders for your class when you turn in everything. So it'll cost them more if they want to go back and order after the initial orders. It's such a great keepsake. I'll link their information, their website, in the description box, so go down and check that out. And now I'm gonna tackle the cabinets. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Oh, just a clamp. This is a work of art. I need to do some work in here as well, because as you can see, I have items here that need to go up there, and they can't. This paper is by REDISPACE. Typically we see more complicated handwriting for students, especially with ADHD. This is just a great type of paper that helps them to space out their letters. Here's the paper. It has a very blatant green line for one margin and a red line for the other one. If I have a student with handwriting issues, or I have concerns about their handwriting, or their parent has concerns about their handwriting, I will pull this out. Graph paper is very similar. That paper is just nicer quality, so when they go to erase, it's typically a little bit more durable, and it does have the blatant lines for margins, which are also really important whenever we're writing papers and just general formatting. It gets a little pricey though. I'll link it below if anyone's interested. I did send home a pack with a parent who called me about handwriting concerns, and so I sent a pack at home with that student for that parent in case they have something to work on, or later when he goes on to 5th grade, then he can use that paper too if he has like homework that he needs to do. He's taking accountability for that later on. Also, I give them a packet for school, and I just have them put it in a folder or put it in their binder so that they have it there. So if we do rough drafts or anything like that, they have access to it in their own desk. I've been walking around and holding a camera for way too long talking about things that I already know are in here, so I'm gonna get to work. In my first video, there was a black desk here, and I went through the entire contents of that desk. It's no longer there. Over here, we've got the black table. I decided to repurpose this desk and put it here at the front of my room, and I have their little mailboxes for things to go home. In case I need to turn anything into me or to the office, that's there for them. And then I have inside the drawer just little things that they might need. I have these Ask Me tags, which, man, I made these my first year of teaching. I still have them. This actually was like really great because students who are just really quick with it, they would put on a little tag like this, and then they were kind of responsible for checking people's work. I had one at each group, so each group had somebody who was done, who had the correct answers, who had been checked by me, and that made my job a lot easier because while they were checking other students who would finish after them, I was working with students who were struggling a bit more. I know it's just something that students really enjoy. And then I have a stapler here, some highlighters, extra staples, post-it, like anything they'll need for anything that they might need to turn in. It's kind of free game. It's for students. If I think of anything else to put in there, I'll let you know. I put up these reading posters the other day when my mother and I were here. And these reading posters are from Dollar Tree, actually. But I kind of like them. I mean, they're pretty good. It's kid-friendly language. They're colorful. They have different types of people. It kind of covers all the reading strategies. It takes a real long time for students to be able to articulate that there are different strategies for reading. So I think having them visible in your classroom is really important. The only thing is that I hate the color red. So this one is my least favorite. I'm curious how many people know that I actually hate the color red, which is hilarious because that is our school color. It's the school color. I feel very confident in myself on Spirit Days. I can't wait for a classroom tour when everything's not disjointed and unorganized. I just realized that I only have 3 stools for my small group table because they keep breaking. I keep getting the IKEA stools because they're cheap, but I just need to like buckle down and figure out a way to get good quality stools. I love IKEA, but they're probably $5 for a reason, and I'm tired of wasting money on things that break. I have found that typically they do really well sitting in them. However, the bolts will come loose pretty frequently, and then they get really wobbly, and then the students start rocking around in them, and then that's when they start breaking. And so I had 7 stools at the beginning of last year, and I have 3 now. If you have any suggestions for stools that's like affordable, definitely comment that, because right now I'm just rocking 3 chairs. We're gonna do some real small groups. I am also going to be waiting to hang up anything on the walls until I figure out like what I really want on the wall. Last year I didn't have anything on my bulletin boards. It was just straight black. I had all the sections mapped out and the letters were up, but when the students walked in, they were like, "Why are the bulletin boards blank?" And I'm like, well, you haven't learned anything yet. Like, we're gonna put stuff up there as soon as we start working. They didn't quite care for that. It's boring in here. It soon quickly filled up though. That's why I'm putting up just a little bit. Probably won't put anything up for writing or my science or social studies. Even reading, I kind of want to take those posters down, but also I kind of don't. I'll probably leave them up for now. My husband just texted me and I told him I'd be home within the hour, and 15 minutes of that hour has already passed, so I'm gonna book it. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more of these videos, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.